Since introduction, the basic corrugated double facer has seen little change in design and construction. However, many older model double facers are now integrated with new, more advanced technology, which requires them to run at elevated production speeds. These higher operating speeds can cause problems to arise in overall board quality. Edge crush, blisters in the center of the sheet, wet, loose edges, and warp are common. And they all factor back to the double facer, primarily caused by chest surface deflection. Profero Systems has the solution. We put control and heat back in. Profero Systems has determined that as machine speed increases, more and more heat energy is transferred into the board. This causes the top surface to become slightly cooler than the remainder of the chest surfaces, and it deflects downward. Now, a major portion of the weight of each roller is concentrated toward the soft, vulnerable edges of the corrugated web. At this cool down point, edge crush may occur, or blisters will form down the center of the bottom liner. The most upstream chest deflects more than the last. Notice, the first chest is giving up more of its available heat energy than the others, and that gradually declines as the web moves downstream. In addition, when narrow web passes through the machine, the concentrated pressure area is increased. The temperature increased to the board per roll remains identical to that when running full width. However, the chest does not deflect as much since a narrow web demands less heat energy. As belt edge wear gradually occurs, less and less of the available roll surface is used in the process of heat transfer. To help combat these changes of chest surface deflection and the differences between full and narrow widths, together with belt edge wear, soft roll coverings were introduced. These provided a larger footprint with the ability to conform to the progressive deflection of the chest, effectively eliminating some of the conditions. Today, with higher corrugator operating speeds and the heavy use of recycled content in parent rolls becoming the norm, Profero Systems engineered an automatic system that senses, controls, and adjusts heat transfer depending on the amount of deflection. The Thermo bar is fitted with a series of spring-biased shoes that are able to pivot around two axes in a circular motion. As the machine production speed is increased, each shoe will settle, conforming to the amount of chest deflection taking place. The thermal bar compensates for both chest deflection and upper belt edge wear. Furthermore, when the thermal bar is fitted with the outside shoe lift system, and when running narrow width, the outside shoes are lifted up and off the belt. Double wall requires more pressure. And as the thicker material is introduced, the spring bias is compressed and more force is exerted downward on the shoe automatically. With Profero thermal bars, temperature is elevated much quicker and maintained throughout the length of the heating section, thus equalizing and stabilizing board temperature. The extended exposure time to higher temperature without variance allows a moisture balance to take place. A flatter sheet and higher production speeds are attained. Typically, lighter board grades, recycled mediums, and preprint with unstable varnish finishes require less exposure to elevated temperatures. Profero thermal bars automatically adjust to these leaner characteristics, providing exact temperature control based on machine speeds. The histogram shows the percentage difference of positive pressure applied to the board using one single steel roll, 3 steel rolls, 3 soft covered rolls, and finally, a thermal bar. Profero Systems can install thermal bars to the first set of chests or maximize the full performance potential of your machine by retrofitting your double facer heating section with a full complement of thermal bars. Make Profero Systems your heating section solution. We put control and heat back in. Contact Profero Systems today on the web at www.proferosystems.com or call 704-923-0990.